Have you ever felt the warmth of a woman's attention only to watch it vanish like mist? One day she's all in and the next cold as ice. No warnings, no explanations, just silence. It's confusing, painful, and worst of all, it feels like you're being punished for no reason. Why does this sudden chill happen? Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic truths most men never hear. The hidden psychology behind why a woman suddenly goes cold on you. This isn't surface-level dating advice. It's about understanding the quiet emotional storms inside her mind. The subtle shifts in your own energy and the Stoic mindset that can turn these painful moments into your greatest growth. If you think it's just about a losing interest, you're missing the real story. And that story could save your sanity, your confidence, and maybe even your relationship. But first, here's a question to reset your mind. If a woman's warmth is a fire, what's the real spark that keeps it alive? Is it constant attention, endless chasing, or something far more subtle and powerful? Stick around because what you're about to learn might change everything you thought you knew about dating and relationships. Here's a paradox many men don't realize. Women go cold not because they don't care, but because they care too much. It might sound strange, but caring deeply makes vulnerability unavoidable. Emotional intimacy rises like a tide, and suddenly she's standing on a cliff edge, unsure if she'll fall or soar. Vulnerability is terrifying. It's raw. It strips away the masks, the defenses, the safe distance. And while some women are comfortable standing there, many feel the instinct to pull back to protect their fragile inner world. If you react with desperation, neediness, or panic, you push her further away. She's not rejecting you. She's protecting herself. Think of it like a wild animal sensing danger. She retreats to safety. Not because she hates you, but because her instincts scream danger. Stoicism teaches us to embrace emotional discomfort without losing composure. Imagine standing on that same cliff. But instead of panicking, you remain steady, calm, and grounded. If you learn to hold your ground calmly, her fear of opening up starts to fade. Your composure becomes a safe harbor she can trust. But what if I told you there's an even deeper reason behind this sudden coldness? Something linked not just to her fears, but to your own masculine energy. That subtle shift in you she can sense even if you don't realize it. Let's find out. Men often don't notice the subtle shifts in their own energy. The moment you stop leading not just in plans, but in emotional steadiness, she senses it. This isn't about controlling her or dominating the relationship. It's about consistent presence, the kind that quietly says, I'm here and I'm steady. If your energy wavers, if you become overly reactive, overly accommodating, or emotionally unpredictable, she instinctively retreats. Imagine a ship in a storm. If the captain is panicking, the crew will lose faith. But a calm captain inspires trust even amid chaos. Think about it. In nature, animals sense weakness instantly. The Stoic man isn't perfect, but he doesn't crumble when faced with emotional storms. He absorbs the waves without losing his core. Here's a quick question. Ever noticed how the coldest women often crave the strongest men? It's no coincidence. Strength here isn't brute force, but quiet confidence. The power to face discomfort without flinching. But beware, if you try to fake strength, she'll see right through it. Authenticity is the key. Real strength comes from knowing yourself, accepting your flaws, and acting with integrity even when it's hard. When she goes cold, it's rarely random. It's a silent test, a challenge to your emotional intelligence. Is your mind sharp enough to notice the unspoken? Can you interpret the gaps, the sudden quiet, the subtle shifts in tone? Ignoring these signs or reacting with confusion shows her you lack emotional depth. But responding with calm awareness shows emotional mastery. This is where Stoicism shines, not suppressing feelings but understanding them, then choosing how to act wisely. Here's a little humor to lighten things up. Why did the guy bring a ladder to their relationship to reach the higher level of emotional intelligence she was silently demanding? But the real question is, are you ready to climb? Now let's talk about space, the most misunderstood weapon in any man's arsenal. When she suddenly goes cold, your instinct might scream, call her, text her, fix this now. But the Stoic truth is the opposite. Giving space doesn't mean giving up. It means allowing her mind to miss you, to process her feelings without pressure, to reset her emotional thermostat. Space is like breathing room for emotions. Too little and they suffocate. Too much and they drift away. You're not playing games, you're mastering patience. A masculine power few men truly understand. Imagine space is the silence between musical notes. Without it, there's no rhythm, no beauty. The pause gives meaning to the melody. Not every cold shoulder is temporary. Sometimes it signals a deeper withdrawal, a prelude to emotional exit. The Stoic man knows when to recognize these signs, and crucially, when to respect them. If her coldness is paired with avoidance of all meaningful conversations, refusal to engage, or blatant disinterest, it's not a test anymore. It's a clear message. She's emotionally checked out. This is where many men panic, beg, or chase, actions that only confirm their low value. But the real power to accept the truth with dignity and preserve your peace. Recognizing this moment is not defeat, it's wisdom. It's understanding that your emotional energy deserves respect and that no one should drain it without giving something real in return. Stoicism teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Her emotional withdrawal is outside your control. Your reaction is within it. Imagine you're holding a cup off water. You can control how tightly you hold it. But if someone tries to take it away, you cannot stop that. You can only choose how you respond. When a woman goes cold, it's a signal for you to check your own boundaries. Are you holding your emotional energy loosely or desperately clutching? So what should you do when a woman suddenly goes cold? First, pause, breathe, observe, control your emotions, because losing control only fuels the cycle of coldness. Reacting impulsively or out of fear makes you lose your masculine presence. And she senses this weakness immediately. Have you ever noticed how tension spikes when someone loses their calm? That's exactly what you want to avoid. Second, maintain your masculine presence by focusing on your life, your goals, your passions. A man with purpose is irresistible, not desperate. Purpose is magnetic. It signals that your value doesn't depend on anyone else's approval. This is the essence of Stoic emotional mastery. Your happiness and worth come from within, not from external validation. Third, use this as an opportunity for reflection. Are you emotionally available? Are you truly stoic in the face of adversity? Ask yourself, are you giving too much, chasing too hard, or are you holding space for her to come back while remaining grounded? And finally, remember, sometimes walking away is the most masculine act of all. Not because you gave up, but because you respect yourself enough to wait for someone who values your energy. Walking away with dignity means you refuse to settle for less than respect and genuine connection. It's not about punishment or games. It's about self-respect and emotional sovereignty. When you protect your peace, you invite better relationships into your life. Relationships based on mutual respect and authentic connection. Think about it like this. Would you rather be in a cold relationship filled with uncertainty, or alone and whole, waiting for something real? Stoicism teaches us that peace of mind is the highest good. Before you go, here's a cliffhanger for your next video. What if I told you the most powerful way to keep her warmth is to never chase it in the first place? What if the very act of chasing actually pushes her away? Have you ever wondered why the harder you try, the more distant she becomes? There's a psychological reason behind this, and understanding it could completely change your dating game. Intrigued? Stay tuned. If you found value in uncovering these Stoic truths about why a woman suddenly goes cold, hit that like button. It lets me know you want more deep dives into female psychology and masculine mindset. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a video that can transform your dating life and emotional intelligence. And comment below. What's your experience with sudden coldness? How did you handle it? Let's build a community of men mastering Stoic wisdom in modern dating. Until next time, stay calm, stay strong, and remember, your peace is your